Marco.
I'm Octavio.
Chris.
Alejandro.
I'm Manuel.
And today we're going to talk about federal and state powers. Today I want to start the question off with why is marijuana federally illegal, but it's legal under state law? And what are the consequences that it brings?
It's one thing. Can you elaborate on what that means? I kind of don't understand what you just said.
Like an example of that, because I was reading over an article about federal marijuana laws and on fine law, and it talks about how, like, let's say you can't get a job because they drug test you for marijuana. So that means, like, even if you, like, off the clock you're using it, that means that, like, you're not going to be able to keep the job because you're using marijuana.
Oh, so you're saying as in, even though it's legal, if they catch you using it on, like, okay, let's say you're not on the job, but you still, how do I say this? How do I word this?
Use something.
Okay, so let's say you don't use it while on the job, but you use it while, like, off the job, you can still get in trouble for that?
Yeah, like you will lose your job.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
I mean, I think it also depends what job you have, because, like, if it's like a kind of risky job and you still have the effect of the, like, you know, like the substance, like it could probably affect you. So that's why they probably don't want you, like, having, like, being on the drug, doing the drugs.
Yeah, but some people need it, like, medically, like, also, like, it's something that people use as medicine. So it's kind of hard for people to use it if, like, also for another example is that doctors aren't able to prescribe marijuana. They're only able to, like, recommend it, because since it's not legal under, like, federal law, then they're not able to, like, give you a prescription for it.
Well, I feel like if you need it, then there should be, like, an exception, and if not, try not to use it while getting drug tested. Like, if you have an upcoming drug test, at least, like,
No, but hey, like what Marco was saying, like, what happens if you actually do need it? Like, you have like I know that when people are kind of, I know when people are, like, kind of, like, almost like kind of depression stage, you know, like they kind of like get not prescribed, but they get recommended.
It's like for anxiety, for anxiety.
When you really think about it, like, it's like people could use alcohol and still keep their same jobs.
Yeah, but like
it's probably, like, way worse than marijuana and brings, like, more, like, it's more how do you explain it, impairing than marijuana.
Like it has more, like, effects.
Yeah, it has more effects.
So you're saying like alcohol is worse, but they test them for marijuana, even though it's probably more helpful in their situation. Okay. I feel like
used as medicine.
I feel like also, it really just depends on your job and who your boss is. Some people
that's what I'm saying, but then, like, wouldn't, like, alcohol also be, like, prohibited? Because since it's also stronger, wouldn't it, like?
Yeah, but it's like
go man. Yeah, go. Sorry for interrupting you.
Okay, bro.
But if you think about it, like, what's it called? Beer isn't as, like, it is dangerous, and, like, compared to marijuana and all that, but it's also, it's like it's more legalized and everywhere. You could use it anytime, anywhere. But marijuana is a drug.
Like, it's a state legal.
Yeah.
Another thing, I feel like alcohol is how do you say? Like, if you're drunk, I feel like you can notice it easier. That's why they don't need to drug test you for that. And if you're driving to work, I feel like that's, like, highway patrol's job to, like, send you home, not your boss's job. Like how do I say this? Like, if you're drunk on the job, then you don't need a drug test for that, because, like, you could tell if they're drunk. You get what I'm saying? Or elaborate?
Yeah. I mean, there's also, like, other things that it affects, like, you know how people are usually able to, like, buy guns. If you get, like, a medical marijuana card, you're not able to buy a gun. Like, it pretty much affects your amendment, because an amendment is, like, it says that you have the right to bear arms, but then you really don't if you have a medical marijuana card.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a quick question. Does every state legalize marijuana?
Not in every state.
No,
most.
I think it's only 11 states. I was reading an article right now.
Wait, I'll search it up right now.
Because yeah,
Wait, what was the
like some
question?
people,
What was your question?
that does every state like legalize marijuana or some like places, some
Not
states
every,
prohibit.
but most states do.
As of February, 39 states have
Oh,
legalized it. So it's most of them.
So then, like in those other states that aren't legalized them, if someone need if they have anxiety and like they need like marijuana to like help and like relax, are they not allowed to have it?
No, they
Or
are
like
not.
or
Yeah.
is there like a like an exemption for them? Like, okay,
No, it
just
isn't
like this
legal.
guy.
It's like any other drug.
Yeah,
like-
It
but
depends on your boss and your
like
job.
to add on what like Octavio was saying, like it says right here under the schedule system, a federal government classifies marijuana as Schedule 1 drug, meaning this
It's on the same level as heroin and
yeah, no, it's higher than heroin and meth. They consider it more dangerous.
yeah. Even though like studies show that like heroin has destroyed a lot of lives.
Oh, okay. Well,
But then at what point like when it like you wanna go, Ale? You wanna go?
basically just some of my opinion on it. Like if you don't need it, then I guess don't use it. And I guess it just really depends on your boss and your job. That's all I have to say about that.
Wait, Ajika, are jobs allowed to like drug test like their
Yeah.
but
I think it's like for interviews and stuff.
for interviews, but like are they legally supposed to tell you like ahead of time? Or like, oh, hey, we're gonna drug test you before you think, or you just
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah.
They just drug test you. Like let's say you have a job, they just come in and they're like, oh, we're doing a drug test.
But is that legal or like
Yeah.
like
I mean,
oh.
that's what I mean, that like I feel like it's wrong because like people use alcohol like outside of work, and it doesn't matter if you're using it during your work or after work, even though it's legal, like it's state legal. So that means if you want to use weed, like you're not allowed to have a job. It's kind of what they're saying, and I feel like that kind of affects people in their everyday life because it kind of forces people into not having a job or not being able to get certain jobs or getting lower jobs or losing their dream job.
Yeah.
Because they maybe have like, I don't know, because some people have really like real problems and they need like marijuana as like a medical. Because even if you have a medical card, like it doesn't matter, you could get fired for it. Even though like some other people will like use alcohol.
Hey, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Hold on.
And like do worse things.
Yeah, like I understand, but like, like it's kind of weird how like the federal like allows this drugs to be out there, but the states don't like want them to be. Actually, I remember a statistical report saying that like marijuana like doesn't even kill that many people as much as
marijuana hasn't killed anyone.
Yeah, like it doesn't kill anyone, but like it doesn't have the I seen the report. I see the statistical report was like when under the influence of marijuana, this percentage of people have passed away or like accidents or something, and like the other side of the statistical report was like alcohol, and like I think it like double, triple the percentage.
I mean, actually, like if you're talking about like you could get like a bottle of alcohol and you could chug it and you'll die, but it's not possible to overdose on marijuana. There actually hasn't been a death from marijuana. Like there hasn't been a single one. You can't die from marijuana.
Yeah.
But alcohol,
does anyone
like you could drink a bottle of alcohol and it will kill you.
To go off what Marcus was saying, I had a question of my own, and it says, if federal crime is committed, can state power do something about it? Or like, if a crime was committed under state power, can a federal law do something about it? Like vice versa.
Oh, like vice versa. I feel like Mark, you want to go?
You could go. Oh, I don't.
I feel like if it goes into like what happens, say we can for example, if someone commits a crime under the state, they could like charge something for it. But if it gets like too like deep, like too intense, I think federal comes in, like steps in, overpowers it and it charges him for something else that could be the something bigger, you know?
Yeah, I feel like
I
it
know
all
what you're talking
depends
about.
on the severity, like of the situation. For example, like impaired driving or um I don't know, some like very like they're selling a lot of drugs or something because
It
you're not
honestly just depends on like what the crime they did was, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's something minor, then I guess it's something they can
Like
Like, they say
for the
maybe they
state,
had
like
it
for
in
counterfeit.
that's for the
the
state.
car and like they weren't using it, they just had it like in I don't know that like the driver's side or something, but they weren't using it, then they'll probably just take it away or something and it won't be a big problem. But like if they're selling it, then they could get charged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what from speaking about this topic, it brought me to think within the state and federal powers, how does the how does the state contribute to the government? Like how is the state like basically working with the government? How do they run or how do they work with each other?
I mean, they all have like like their own powers and like they kind of decide over laws over certain things.
Are
And
you
they
telling me
each
like
have
they
like
have
their
like
own
each one of them has like their own role and their own job to do something as
yeah,
a
like,
team, kind of to like run
yeah.
the country and
Yeah.
stuff?
So I feel like for the federal, it'll be more like of like create like like the amendments, like the first and second amendment.
Yeah.
But then it'll be the state's job to like create laws under that amendment that doesn't violate like taking like the amendment. Like you know what I mean?
Their rights.
Yeah. So like we can say like the right to bear arms. So that's the amendment that the federal put out. But then for the state, like okay, how do you have the right to bear arms? But until this certain age, you know?
Oh yeah, and like you mean adding like certain like circumstances or restrictions to that law,
Yeah.
right? I
But
see.
like
Yeah,
but still not like taking away that amendment.
I see. I see. So like basically the ones who create the laws have to have someone else that like like verifies that law in a certain extent so it can be passed on or passed through.
Uh-huh.
I see. Yeah.
One.
Well, guys, I think this discussion has come to an end because now I feel like all of us have a good understanding and a certain point of view of how the federal laws, federal power and the state work with or against each other. And you know how certain topics like how they make sense within this question. For example, like Marcos was talking about the use of marijuana and alcohol. And same thing goes with Manuel's question with um, dealing with certain laws and if crimes were to be committed, you know?
Yeah,
And
like
I feel like
yeah.
this is a good understanding we all have and shared, especially with the articles and research we had.
And like honestly, like I feel like our understanding got better because I think I had like the kind of the I needed more help understanding the federal and state because of how like they worked and like went against each other. Because I was like, okay, so if someone makes this law, is it gonna go against like the federal? But
Mm-hmm.
now that I see like the state kind of has to go off of what the federal does, like it cleared my question.
Oh
Basically.
yeah, I thought the same way as the same. Because I honestly thought like it was just one person's job just to do it.
Mm.
But then I realized that it's not that quite simple because you know everyone has like to say their own opinion on that and whether it can be passed on or not, the law, you know? So like it's
Yeah.
not just quite simple to just to pass the law, it's more like a team contribution, just like how we're doing this discussion. But of course for the governments like the federal power in the states, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That was our discussion. Manuel and Alejandro still in this Zoom call. Just that they had too much background noise with the family with the event going on. But thank you so much.